Restaurants in Ontario are reopening, and I'm going to tell you what that's going to look like. Paramount Fine Foods has built but an automated spin on their next-gen takeout service, and I want you to meet the newest Compostable Delivery Solutions by Sabert. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Elish P. All that and more on What's This, Manny?
Food Packaging TV!
Food Packaging TV. Although patios have been given a green light, it's time to go inside your favorite restaurant. Imagine what it's going to look like. Unfortunately, bans on live music. So sorry, folks, on the dance floor. No more live bouzouki.
Solo bouzouki, let's go!
Mandatory customer logs. Now, I wonder if anyone's come up with an app, like a COVID log app, to speed up this process. And if you're watching this and you want to make an awesome, super necessary app, I don't want any equity. I want 5% loyalty for the idea in perpetuity once you figure out how to monetize that. And 6 feet spaces between tables and plexiglass dividers will be a standard issue when restaurants reopen with their dining rooms half empty once you're welcome back. As of last Friday, June 12th, Phase 2 out of 3 phases in Ontario have outlined their framework for reopening and has commenced for various industries, including restaurants and bars. So at present, that Phase 2 does not include Toronto. However, Premier Doug Ford will be making an announcement later today if GTA and other regions can move to Stage 2. There's a list of areas that are opening up, and I've attached that link below for your quick reference. Here are the listed best practices for you to follow during Phase 2, which will apply to cashiers, chefs, dishwashers, administrators, drive-thru operators, and maintenance staff. 1. Protecting yourself and your coworkers. This includes washing your hands often with water and soap or alcohol-based sanitizers. Sanitize often between every transaction if possible. Wash or sanitize your hands if making or receiving deliveries. Sneeze or cough into your sleeve. And if you use a tissue, discard it immediately. Wash your hands afterwards and avoid touching your eyes and mouth. Stay home if you're sick, which is obvious. Avoid high-touch areas where possible and ensure you can clean your hands afterwards. And where possible, wear gloves when you're interacting with high-touched areas, and don't touch your face with gloved hands. And take care of removing your gloves and ensure you wash your hands afterwards after you remove them. Wash your clothes as soon as you come home, and if you're ill, notify your supervisor immediately and complete the self-assessment form. Follow those instructions. I've attached a link below for that self-assessment form itself. Now, I don't know about you, but I have 2 little ones at home, and I feel like a lot of these best practices are pretty much taught in kindergarten. So I suppose we've all become adulterated by sheer time. A lengthy document details a number of measures that are to be taken before and after these restaurants are to open. That includes physical distancing, workplace sanitation, tracking your workforce, and a lot more that I won't discuss, but you can check out the links below for the latest updates. On top of all the new protocols, buffets and self-service stations must be removed. That's too bad, because I love Indian food buffets, and more than that, I love hearing Indian people say buffet because it said buffet, like the investor, Warren Buffett. Directional arrows on the floor are suggested to help staff and customers avoid one another, but I'll be honest with you, I've been to a Walmart and Home Depot. Ain't nobody got time for these directional arrows, except me. I feel others maybe just to find it to be a mere suggestion or completely oblivious, but I, on the other hand, follow it like it's part of the Highway Traffic Act because I don't want the Walmart Big Brother on me. True square, for real. Masks are suggested for staff and are mandated when the restaurant's facilities preclude them from staying 6 feet apart. And I quote from the document, operators may require customers to wear masks except when eating. I mean, how? How are you going to do that?
Enjoying my salad with Manny, who's right here. And we're going to try eating and then putting the mask back on. Okay, let's try eating. Eating the salad. Is it rolling? And let us keep talking.
So where were we? Even though this phase is for the reopening, in my opinion, this reboot would be quite challenging if I were a restaurant owner with having to cut my capacity in half and have increased costs associated with social distancing and hygiene standards. It's not going to be easy. You know what I would do in this position? Fabo. Fabo, a 75-year-old company in Holland, which I first learned about when I went to Amsterdam for the first time and saw these Fabo kiosks that had hot and fresh meals available, honestly, like a giant vending machine. I thought it was quite clever considering that MJ, if you know what I'm saying, was legal, and should you have the need to feed your munchies cravings, well, you've got access to quite an extensive menu that's made fresh daily. Check out Fabo. So, something along the lines of Fabo comes along boxed by Paramount Fine Foods. A new fully automated contactless quick service restaurant that's going to change the way we order and pick up fast casual food later this month. So the difference between Fabo and Box is that Box has a limited menu by Paramount Fine Foods, of course, and it'll be made to order, but with only one pickup location for now. Whereas Fabo, they don't have a make to order, but they have an extensive menu that's made fresh daily that same day with multiple pickup locations. Orders will be placed through an app or at an in-store digital kiosk, and when the digital status board will lead customers to a sanitized digital cubby and the shelf where they can pick up their food. So it's going to be one chef per meal. All the meals are sealed and delivered to the sanitized individual cubby, which simplifies the whole process and keeps cleanliness and safety top of mind. Box will be opening on 4 King West in the financial district. I did see that they were using a fourfold style box, but I wonder how long a package would have to wait before a customer comes for pickup. Ultimately, their packaging will have to keep up their food's freshness and maintain the integrity of the packaging itself, and at the same time meet their environmental responsibilities. Speaking of environmental responsibilities, I actually went on the Paramount Fine Food website, and I did see a 3-compartment compostable takeout tray. And guess who makes this said 3-compartment takeout tray? We're gonna talk about him. Figure it out yet? Where's the Jeopardy music when you need it? Sabert! If you were to answer that in a question format, who is Sabert? Who is Sabert? That's what it would be. Sabert, or Sabert, which is their Chinese approximation. I gotta be honest with you guys, Sabert is one of my favorite brands when it comes to their compostable series of products. They have a range from takeout bowls and trays, folding cartons, catering and tabletop solutions, and grab-and-go options. Sabert is truly one of the better choices in the sustainable packaging arena that combines sustainability design with exceptional performance using pulp that comes from sugarcane, which is one of the world's abundant annually renewable resources. They do have various certifications from TÜV Austria Home and Industrial OK Compost, CMA, USDA, Bio-based certified. I know PFAS is a huge issue with Sabert, especially with their burrito bowls that they were being manufactured for Chipotle's, but the good news is Sabert had found an alternative to PFAS, which will be launching sometime later this year. What I really like about them is they have options for their compostable lines that can withstand any conditions from freezers to ovens. For today, we're going to cover Sabert's newest product lineup, which are their folding cartons. I'm sure you must have seen these guys hanging around someplace before, haven't you? So if you're familiar with the standard 4-fold box, then this is a level up from the ordinary, and welcome to the extraordinary. Sabert's folding cartons provide an ultimate in quality and performance, featuring foldable flaps that securely lock into place, perfect for your dine-in, takeout, and delivery services. They actually would really work well for the box program after seeing what they're utilizing for their packaging. These folding cartons are the optimal solution for any of your growing compostable packaging needs, and it also comes in an amazing 2-compartment to help you with portion control and food cross-contamination. So, let's break it down. Let's talk about compartments, baby. The 32-ounce 2-compartment has a split of 17 ounces and 11.3, which is actually 28.7 ounces. So, you're saving more on your serving portions, with the presentation still looking pretty grand. It measures 8 inches in width, 5.5 in length, and a 2.25 in depth. The 32-ounce plain has the same dimensions as its brother, the 2-compartment, measuring an 8-inch wide, 5.5 length, and a depth of 2.25. And if you think about it, this is almost the perfect size for any equivalent for the 0188 or the FSC 99, or that, if you know what I'm talking about, the hinge clamshell. Have a look. The 24-ounce plain, which isn't here, but let's pretend that it is, measures a 4.86, 6.52, and a depth of 2.92, which you can see from my finger gap. It's actually deeper than the 32-ounce containers, with a smaller actual outer dimension footprint. And lastly, we've got the 16-ounce plane, which measures a 4.84 by 4.84 and a depth of 2.77. And here's why you're going to love these guys. They have a secure locking system. When the cartons are folded, they have 4 flaps that serve as a lid and are secured by a double locking system to minimize leaks and spills. The double locking lid also prevents gaps from forming, which ensures food will retain its temperature better than the ordinary 4-fold boxes. They are microwave safe and ovenable up to 400 Fahrenheit. They're presentation ready and they're fully compostable in an industrial composting facility. Give your customers a chance to help our planet and be more sustainable by opting for products made from renewable resources and those that are fully compostable. Make sure you ask your local distributors for Sabert products by name. Tell them I sent you. And that's it for Food Packaging TV today. I'm Elish P. Follow us on all social media. Thank you for watching the show today, everybody. I really do appreciate. And that's an abbreviation for appreciate.